If you're looking for one of the coolest, smallest cordless vacuum cleaners, check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I'm holding in my hand a vacuum cleaner, and even though it's the size of a banana, this thing looks like it is the business. So let me give you a close look at it, and then we'll try it out. All right, let's take a close look at this MX-20. It kind of reminds me of the Mazda MX, but I think this will be actually far more useful to me. So it's by Brigii. Fragile, must be Italian. So it's very small. It comes in this very small box here. And what I like about this is 50 watts, 14.8 watt hours here. So it seems like it's going to be pretty powerful, right? Even though it is small. Small and powerful. That's how I used to describe myself until I found out I was a dork. But we get a little nylon bag here, drawstring. So seems like I could put a bottle of champagne in there and tote it around and just say it's a vacuum cleaner. Then we get the accessories in this little bag here. So first of all, we get an extension here. So you can see here, a little button that will allow it to come off of the edge there, so we can have a little brush, or I can bring it all the way down there and it will lock into this little detent, and I can just have the hard edge there. So if you need to get into that crack or crevice. And then we also have right here a charging cable, but you should probably be able to use it with any charging cable that you have that's USB-A to USB-C, which I really love. So kind of the most modern plug available there. And then we get, oh yeah, look at this. It's kind of got like a plastic bag look to it. Yeah, just kidding. Just kidding. All right, so here is the vacuum cleaner. Man, even though it comes in that small box, and I knew that this Brigii was going to be small, it is still smaller in my hand than I expected, and I really kind of dig that because so many of these handheld vacuum cleaners are very big. Even the Black & Decker I have, like, it's this big around. It's supposed to be handheld, and yet it will fatigue your hand. There's so much weight, the motor and the fans and the battery and all that stuff. So anyway, something like this is totally refreshing to see. So we have the little translucent plastic housing up here. You can see that little extension. So if I go ahead and push this in there, right, it will go in there and I will have a little stick vacuum. But we also have that same hard edge. So if you just are going to vacuum, you know, something in between the seats, in between the cushions of your couch, right, that's probably just gonna be fine. But it's probably easy to have this around there. Inside here is where it will collect, and to unlock it, it looks like you just rotate it like this and pull this off. Now, I want to show you, there's a little silicone gasket around there. Keep that nice and airtight so that you don't have stuff falling out of there. And inside here, we also have a little one-way gasket right down at the bottom there. So it'll suck things in, but when you turn it off, all that stuff is going to flop out and come out the opening there, all right? And then right here, we have a reusable filter. And again, the little symbols there, lock, unlock, and I'm going to go ahead and twist it like this. That should unlock it. Kind of reminds me of those pour-over coffee filters. And what you can see here is that we have an inner-looking paper filter. Actually, it's like fabric. Actually, it's kind of like a nylon, it looks like. So I kind of wonder if you can just rinse this off, which is really nice. And then we have this steel mesh, kind of looks like the cover of a electric razor. And so you have these two pieces that are filtering everything out. This is a nice rubber gasket right there. And then that goes over there, and you can see the little intake there. So if I push this back on, now at least this outer portion we could just rinse off, clean off. And I think this too, I think this is going to make sure that any big particulate gets trapped here and doesn't clog this up. But you know, you can just probably blow this out. But as you can see, it's more than a paper. It is like a fabric, which is really, really cool. All right, and then obviously, oh, that sucking is right there, or right here behind the camera. So line up this dot here, just gonna lock that in, and then we have the power button right here, just to push. Woo, baby, it is exhausting out these two sides here. So you might be able to see that. If I go ahead and put this paper right there, you can see it kind of pushing that bag out to the sides. It's kind of got a high-pitched whine, but it's not super loud, so you can use this anywhere. Ooh. Dude, I dig this thing. I think this is going to be perfect for vacuuming out your car and doing some vacuuming around the house. And then right here is where that plug will plug in there. So I am super excited about using this thing. Let's try it out and see if it will suck up some of the dirt. All right, first test for the vacuum. I have been patching up some walls here, trying to get ready to do some painting. And you know, I don't use a drop cloth because I like a mess. And I've got drywall dust all along the baseboards here. Kind of poor planning on my part, but thought we'd give this a shot and see how it does. So nice, easy test for it to cut its teeth on. Let's try it. I'm gonna go up to the baseboard just like this. Woo, look at that. Sucking it up, baby. Yeah. Who likes to party? The vacuum likes to party. Man, I love how small it is, because right in here, this would not be easy to get any vacuum cleaner in, but yeah, I can just kind of push this right in there. Gets in where my hand actually can't, which is kind of cool. All right, so made short work of that. Now what I want to do is try it out on some other stuff that's a little bit harder. All right, one of the areas that always gets dirty is my wood burning fireplace here, whether it's ash or little pieces of wood that fall off. And so I thought we'd give this guy a try over here. And you can see I've got some pieces of wood. Looks like no problem picking these up. I don't have a lot of ash right here at the moment, but all right. So you can see the little particulate down here. Yep. Pretty easy. Some of these dark specks are just part of the stone, so they're not necessarily going to come up, but all the loose little pieces of wood have come up. That looks pretty good. Now, what I want to do is try this out where I think I'm going to use it the most, and that is in my car. So let's go out there, because I've got lots of stuff all over my car seats and my floors, which I think pretty much everyone has. Now, my car, like many, tends to get neglected a little bit. You know, this isn't the worst of it, but sometimes you'll find a random French fry, but I don't know where they come from because I've never had a French fry in my life. But I thought we would try this out and see if we can pick up some of the dirt that's just, you know, around there. Ooh, look at that. Got it quick. I like how it gets in these cracks. A little sesame seed in there. Yep. Sucked up. Oh, gets in here, little stones and stuff in there. Oh yeah, sucked it up real good. Got those leaves from the fall here. Now, the opening isn't very wide, so you aren't getting a big wide pickup pattern like you would with an extension on a shop vac or something, but man, for picking up little stuff quickly and effectively, this works well. Same on this side. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but that was a big piece of something and it just sucked it up. It's like a hard piece of plaster or something. So is this what you would want to vacuum up like broad carpets with? I don't think so, generally. It's more for doing like this detail work, getting in these tiny cracks and crevices and picking up stuff. And being quick and always having it with you. Like, man, that is just disgusting, dude. I really need to take better care of my car. You spend so much time in your car, you want it looking nice. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wear a suit every day. But there's nothing easier to charge and smaller than this. I have never seen a vacuum as small as this. So, I mean, from picking up stuff in your car, your home, let's call it your desk, your keyboard even. And what I want to show you here is you can see all the stuff that we've got in there. And some of that is like real stuff, pebbly, I don't know, dried plaster or something. I mean, it's hard stuff. So let's just open it up. Let's see what's in there. Okay, so from just the demonstrations that you have seen, right, there's the filter, stop that big stuff from getting in there, and that's what it has picked up. So we have the leaves and stuff, which you just saw, but man, it's picked up some harder stuff too. That white stuff actually might be the drywall plaster that I had on me when I was done fixing the drywall. So doing a little of that spackling, but man, quick, easy, small, easy to recharge, affordable. If you want to pick up a handheld vac that you can basically slip in your purse, I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.